The basic meeting is the heart of Toastmasters. It is the laboratory where we get to experiment with speaking styles and leadership skills. As such, it must be lively, enjoyable, and people must obviously be improving their speaking skills. And, as we shall see here, it is possible to run a very perfect meeting with very imperfect people.
Let's get started. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and honored guests. Welcome to Tuesday Evening Toastmasters. My name is Mike. I am the president of this club.
Mike opens the meeting with a confident rap of the gavel and a certain Mike flair.
Guests in the audience. Are there any guests in the audience today? May I ask your name? What's your name, sir?
My name is Ken Person.
Welcome. Welcome to the club. And your name?
Valerie.
It is the president's role to introduce the guests and make them feel comfortable, as Mike does here.
Let's applaud our three guests. So, Toastmasters is a wonderful program, and we are here to be in a supportive and fun environment to practice public speaking. Everybody here is very friendly, and we have a very fun group here today. Also, after the club today, we are going to go and cheer for the Celtics. So I want to say go Celtics today. Go Celtics. All right, let's get started. The Toastmaster of the day is going to be Aaron. Aaron loves summer. He is a big fan of fishing, camping, hiking, and he really likes long walks on the beach and warm weather. Please help me welcome Aaron.
A nice little introduction by Mike. He led the applause and then reached out and shook Aaron's hand as he came down. I would say Aaron is feeling pretty good up there.
And in this role, I will be calling everyone up who is participating. We have a list of participants on the board. And I will try to make everyone feel comfortable and make sure they know what their role is and introduce each one of you. And if I perform my role right, I will be applauding.
Actually, Aaron doesn't look that comfortable up there. He's grasping his hands, he's got a lot of uhs, he's repeating words. I'd say he's actually kind of nervous. But that's okay. Aaron is learning how to be Toastmaster.
So I would like to introduce three people that will be working behind the scenes during the meeting. And the first one is our timer, Roger.
Yes, as timer, it's my responsibility to keep track of how long each person speaks and to keep aware of how much time we have left. Of all our roles, there are time limits, and I will hold up these cards to let people know what they're doing. For example, a 5 to 7 minute speech, I'll hold up the green card at 5, and at 6 minutes I'll hold up the yellow card, and at 7 minutes I'll hold up the red card. On the table topics are usually between 1 or 2 minutes, and the evaluations are usually between 2 and 3 minutes.
Thank you, Roger.
Okay.
We have a grammarian tonight, and the grammarian is William. William, please tell us what you're going to be doing.
Yes, as a grammarian, it is my role to listen to everybody closely and make note of any grammar rule. Here's one: grammatical problem and any interesting turns of phrases and sophisticated vocabulary.
Thank you, William. And we have an counter who is going to...
As an art counter, it is my role to make note of any arts like and familiar words such as well, like etc.
So even though Aaron might be stumbling over his words a little bit, he's doing the important things. He is leading the applause, he is getting people involved, he is having a good time, and he is making everybody else feel comfortable and have a good time too.
We'll start with the word of the day, and that's going to be Eva today. Please come on up.
Okay, I will be presenting the word of the day, and let me bring it up. The word of the day is irate, and irate means to become extremely angry or irritated. So I'll give you an example. I become very irate when the Dunkin' Donuts people screw up my coffee. Thank you.
Let's leave it up. up so we remember to use the word of the day. That's one of the goals of having a word of the day, is that we try to use it. And hopefully, none of us will be irate during this meeting. So next we have got well, we're going to do the joke at the end, and we have Julia sharing a thought of the day. Please come on up.
All right, my thought of the day is a little on the fly, but as Mike mentioned, Iran loves summer. We all love summer, and last weekend, thousands of high school students graduated. Before that, another couple of thousand graduated the weekend before. So it's really, honest to goodness, summer. So I want to share.
You will notice that none of the participants are perfect. They're all making mistakes, and get lost a little bit. But the important thing is they're all involved, they're all enthusiastic, and they're all doing their roles and doing them promptly. Almost 60 minutes into the meeting, and we are getting ready for the speakers. This is wonderful.
There's lots of ways to enjoy Boston. There's Riverfest was this past weekend. There's a lot of other festivals coming up, and so get out there and enjoy it. Thank you.
Yeah, this has been a great summer weekend in Boston. A lot of events, and there are going to be events this weekend, so I hope people are sticking around. So our first speaker is going to be Cyrus. And let me give you a little bit of an intro on Cyrus. This is going to be his second speech, and the title is, Where Are My Tomatoes? Okay, where are my tomatoes? Cyrus loves summer. I don't see how it's connected to tomatoes, but he greatly enjoys reading and warm summer nights under the stars. Please come on up, Cyrus.
Fellow Toastmasters and guests, by a show of hands, how many people walked into their favorite restaurant or supermarket last week and noticed that tomatoes were gone?
So, what did you think of that introduction? I thought it had the essentials, but it was a little bit awkward. He seemed to get lost in a few places, and, well, oh well. He had the essentials, which was he made the speaker feel good. Clearly, he had spoken to the speaker before the meeting, and this is so important. This is the major duty of the Toastmaster. If you speak to the speaker before the meeting, you, number one, make them feel good, make them feel appreciated, and if there's any important information you need, you get it. And when you get up there, you are introducing somebody that you just spoke to. It's somebody that you now know at least a little bit better. Talk to your speakers.
With this information, I hope that you are now more aware of the current food crisis, as well as the role of the federal government in our food safety. Mr. Toastmaster?